Hello friends, this is Amy. Welcome. Let's get crafting. This is a paper set that I offer on my Etsy site. I am picking out one of the very pretty papers and I'm just going to Mod Podge this on to this pretty little Dollar Tree sign. This Dollar Tree sign is square. And I only put Mod Podge on the one side. I didn't put it on the top of it. And just held that in place so it would glue down or adhere down. And I used a file to kind of cut away at the edges. Works the best this way when you do that. And this little happy metal piece is from Dollar Tree, as well as those words, or the letters I mean. And just spelled out Happy Spring, and going to put on some Waverly white chalk paint. But first I had those holes to deal with, and so I put on the little blue painter's tape to kind of cover that up. And I'm going with this different paint I bought, Rustoleum Blush Pink. It's such a pretty, subtle, soft pink. I wanted to try it. I have seen other crafters using it, and so I got a can. And I think it'll last me a long time. They've got a pretty blue I'd like to try sometime. So maybe you'll see that in the future with some of their blues, and they got a few good colors. Very Farmhouse. So here's my sign, and it turned out really cute. If you like glitter, you could add glitter to this, or more three-dimensional with the flowers. I just thought it was fine just the way it was, and it was very easy and very inexpensive to do. This is the second DIY, and I have these very pretty napkins I got at Dollar General, and all I'm going to do is put some Mod Podge on these little eggs. After I cut out the images, I chose these napkins because they're kind of a watercolor look, and I just thought they'd look so pretty, and they did turn out very nice. So just put your Mod Podge on both sides. It was very relaxing and fun to do. If you had other little images, you could add those to coordinate it to whatever you wanted. You could use these on real eggs. You could dye the eggs prior to, the possibilities are endless on what you could do with this little project, just putting some napkins on eggs. There they are. They turned out so adorable. I just thought they're very, that translucent look, watercolor and dainty and just so spring-like. Very pretty. On to DIY number 3. Okay, this is a Dollar Tree item. I think it had a little hole where you could hang it up. This tape is double-sided tape that I also sell on my Etsy shop. I've used it for years, and why I chose this time is because I'm going to cover this with fabric, and something wet was just not going to work. And so if you worked at it, you could pull this off, I'm not gonna lie, but it definitely would stick better than, like your Mod Podge or your glues. And so I went with that and just trimmed around it. Best way to do it is after it's on, just take your scissors and go around. And then you don't see the pipe cleaners, but I actually bent them in half and we're making a couple of ears. And I ended up using 2 of the pipe cleaners. And I just twist tied it down at the bottom, hot glued the fabric, and I didn't put anything in there, but it'd be cute with something inside if you wanted to fluff up the ears. Didn't even think of that until now. And I did want to put a little burlap on the inside of the ears just to kind of give it that rustic look. Just eyeball it, cut it down to what you need. That's what those burlap scraps are great for. Just keep them and then you've got it and you're not wasting anything. Hot glued those down, and then I ended up using this really kind of this neat little thing from Dollar Tree. I never knew what I was going to do with it, and I whipped it out and I thought, look at this, it fits on there perfectly. It's the same size. And so then I put a little bit of the white chalk paint on it. Now these Arteza acrylic paints, I offer them. You can buy them through, I'll put a link, and you can get those with a 10% if you use the Create with Amy code, or just use my link, it'll directly link it to it. I'm just showing you on the white how you can activate the pen. You shake it and then you push down at the tip and it brings down the acrylic paint. And you can see where it just kind of spread on this. Now I'm on fabric, and you know, I guess, I don't know if things weren't quite dry, but what I did is I just blotted that off. I covered it again with the black, and then I just took the end of a paintbrush and made the eyes. And it didn't spread this time. But I really love those acrylic pens. They're really nice. You can see how nice of a job it did on that fabric. Put that little heart nose, and then I went into my little stash of ribbons and made a ribbon for this little bunny, a cute little bunny. Now I left it the way it was, but you could stick this in a little basket with just the head popping out, or put some greenery or eggs around the bottom, whatever you'd like. It was just fun and quick, easy to do. DIY number 4. This is one of the little empty containers that I've saved, and I'm just going to use these lids and going to make some wheels, and I wanted everything to stay together, so I used the E6000 and some hot glue. And I set that aside to dry. And this is also a little container from Dollar Tree. I'm going to give it some legs. And you can see on the end, there I got them on the end, but I ended up moving them in because I couldn't get it hammered with what we had. And I want to cover that up, and so I'm just getting some pretty paper. If you kind of bend it in there, then you can cut along and make it fit perfectly. Just a little glue stick to make that stay down. Now, I'm showing you some of my little mini mistakes too. When you saw that I put some school glue down, that didn't stick, so I ended up getting out the wood glue, though that works. If you put wood on wood with wood glue, it works very nicely. And also coming up with, I'm making a little roof for it. That was a little tricky. Just using my that foam board and trying to come up with ideas on how to make it so it stays together and just works. So I'm not sure if there'd be a better way to do it. I know there would be, but I tried to keep it light, and it's not something that's really going to be used. It's just going to sit and be pretty. So here's my process of what I ended up coming up with using paper on the top and on the ends. It was actually cardstock, but not a super thick cardstock. And then this beautiful paper, you can buy that through Stampin Up, that wood paper. It comes in a whole set, so I'll put a link on that too. And again, I did use the double-sided tape to put that down because I just did not want the wrinkles in that roof. So now I'm just kind of showing you, I had put some wood pieces in there just to make sure everything stayed together, and I'm just going to give it a little whitewash with some Waverly chalk paint. and got out my stickers. I wanted to say fresh eggs and just kind of held it up there so it would stay nice and even. And if you wanted to, you could cover that up with, you know, like some more Mod Podge. I don't believe I did. And making these little wheels a little dirty with some antique wax. And there it is. I thought it turned out really cute. And again, very inexpensive. It was fun to do. It was a little struggle at times, but we got it done. And so now here's the final reveal. All my little fun projects I made. I had so much fun. I hope you had fun watching. I've got many ideas. I feel like I have so many Easter ideas. I'm probably going to run out of time and Easter's going to be here before we know it. I'll keep going with the spring and the Easter theme, so you've got some great ideas. I love the farmhouse. Thank you, friends, for coming. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.